What is it? You want to kneel like what they're doing?
Your Majesty, I'm sorry to disturb you, but the ministers have been kneeling for 4 hours outside already.
Your Majesty, please enter the morning court.
Didn't you bring out the edict of the Grand Emperor to make me ponder over my mistake?
Shao-Chi's coming with his army. We don't know what he wants. We beg for your forgiveness for what we have done, and beg that you attend.
Your Majesty, please enter the morning court.
It's raining quite hard. It feels wet and cold, doesn't it? When your body is cold, fire can warm you up. But when my heart is cold, how can I warm it? All of you get up and get changed. We'll have the meeting at Taiji Hall in an hour.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, I don't think that we should even welcome Shao-Chi. We should strictly order all battalions in the capital to guard the gates and entry passes coming in, and stop Shao-Chi's army at all possible cost. And also, while doing that, order all lords in Jiangnan to come and support us with their armies instantly.
Ha! But all the troops in the capital are weak and useless. Few soldiers have fought in a war. How can they even fight the Ningxu army in that state?
Since Shao-Chi started leading his army eastward, we've already sent many orders out and around, asking every lord in Jiangnan to come and defend His Majesty. However, up until now, all the lords didn't take any action at all.
We can't count on them. All my uncles are expecting and praying that Shao-Chi would overthrow me, so that they can fight for the throne themselves. Wen Zhongshan,
My king,
what do you think about all this?
your Majesty, personally, I think since Shao-Chi will be coming here with his army, why not just take the chance to make a decree? Let him come with his army. This way, he doesn't use his army without authorization. First, we'll defend his reputation. Second, we'll avoid being humiliated.
Wouldn't we be fooling ourselves then? How can the imperial court yield to a man like him who's coming from a lower class as us? That is right.
But Duke Wei, who in the imperial court can stop a man like him from a lower class as us?
Lord Zhangsha,
My king,
what do you think?
I agree with Prime Minister Wen. Be kind at the beginning and let him come in. Then after that, he won't be able to cause trouble.
What you say is true. We will have to avoid public humiliation. And we should not be controlled by a general. Wen Zhongshan,
My king,
I agree with you. In such situation, just seize the momentum. Order Shao Qi to come to the capital with his army then.
how about Shao Qi's crime of treason?
His crime will remain as is. He should know by then that I'm showing him mercy. And whether he was wronged or not, he should be judged from the result of the investigation.
Yes. Wise choice, Your Majesty.
Yan! Yan! What if I wear this to welcome the Lord and Princess tomorrow?
Oh, it looks great.
What's wrong? The Lord is now well and coming back with the princess. This is such a great news for us. But why do you seem so unhappy now?
The Lord and Princess are coming. Of course I'm happy about it.
With you and Lord Yucheng working in the court, all of those noble clans won't look down on lower-class generals again.
Yusho.
Hmm?
Tell me, no one can support the lower class. But Lord Yucheng? Is that what you believe in?
That's right. Because he was the first lord who rose from being poor, making him the best in the low class. Back then, poor people like you and me always felt that those noble men and noble women looked down on us. But ever since he became Lord Yucheng, everyone from the lower class saw a glimmer of hope.
Will you go welcome him?
Prime Minister Wen, don't you forget. That man is still convicted, meaning he's not a lord, much less Lord of Yucheng. And you expect me to go there and welcome him? Then what will the officers think of me? What about the people all over the country? Besides, 100,000 soldiers. Just what does Shaoqi want to do? Take over this place? Or take the capital as its Ningxuo? 100,000 soldiers, Prime Minister! He is threatening the court. Threatening me!
Forgive me, Your Majesty, forgive me. Please don't be mad. I didn't mean you have to go there. It's just I thought that, to deal with Shaoqi, we should first try to reassure him. Mount Lianyu's case isn't resolved yet. We've relied on him, his great skills, and his Ningxuo army for many years, for Hulan's invasion as well as domestic rebellion.
I understand you say this for the sake of the court. And for my sake as well. But you are pushing me to yield to that Shaoqi. I can't do that.
Your Majesty, forgive me for saying this, but you know she is Shaoqi's wife now. If you can't forget her, I am afraid Shaoqi will...
Cannot forget her?
Your Majesty, I visited the Empress Dowager simply because she was getting worse. I have no other purpose. So what are we going to do now? I'm still confused. I need to think about this. This is all very confusing.
Can Lord Zhang Sha be entrusted to do this on his own? What if he can't persuade him, and Lord Yu Zhang grabs the chance to rebel? We are outnumbered in court that we can't stand a strike.
Yes,
What are we going to do, Your Majesty?
What should we do about this?
If you're really that worried, Secretary Gu, why don't you carry the Imperial Seal, go to the gate, and hand it over to Lord Yu Zhang yourself?
Wang An, what time is it?
Well, Master, it's around 7:40. The princess is coming back. Would you like to see her?
That's right. I do. Ao's coming back. Let's go to the Imperial Garden. I'd like to shoot some arrows.
They've come?
Yes, Your Grace. Shaoqi and his army are outside the capital. Lord Zhangsha is welcoming them.
And Wang Shen?
She also has returned with Shaoqi, my lady. Your Grace.
Leave me now.
Yes.
Dawu,
Is everything all right with you?
it is. I'm glad to see you're all right. I was worried about you.
How about Zhang?
Oh, don't worry. I have everything arranged. Shaoqi, right now, I'll read the Imperial Order. I have to fulfill my responsibility. Shaoqi. Shaoqi. You must kneel. It reads, Mount Lianyu's case is still not clear, considering that Shaoqi has served 3 emperors with many military achievements. I spare him the accusation of treason. I shall allow him in and let him live in his mansion. But before the case is closed, he shall have no title, no position, nor attend the morning court. Shaoqi, we have persuaded His Majesty. This is the best he can do for his prestige. Lord Zhang, I returned here not because someone demanded me to, but because I personally wanted to. The case of Mount Lianyu is still under investigation. That's why I'm planning to do it myself. I'd like to see who on earth who assassinated the late emperor, who it is, who framed me with rumors and false accusations, and caused my man to be persecuted on that day on Mount Lianyu. I understand. We definitely must get to the bottom of the case. But can you, though? Can you even dare to? Just like today. Out of no apparent reason, my accusation of treason was suddenly spared. That day, I was accused for killing the late emperor without any evidence or proof, and for rebelling. So you tell me now, who then had such power for all this? Who in there had such nerve to accuse me? I understand your anger. We can talk about this later. It's been a half a year now, since the Mount Lianyu incident. I can't wait anymore. That's why I came back here. For my soldiers, I must ask for an apology.
Your Majesty, please rest for a bit.
Tell me, do you think I can lead troops to a battle?
With your civil and military skills, you can do anything, Your Majesty.
Yan Shao, and you?
Of course, Your Majesty.
Then do you think, even without Shaoqi, I can defend Chang on my own as emperor?
Of course you can, because you're the Lord of the world.
But people say that the world can do without an emperor, but can't do without Shaoqi.
Don't believe
Don't
that,
believe
Your
that,
Majesty.
Your Majesty. Shaoqi may be strong, but not as powerful as you.
You may rise.
Yes.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Majesty.
Your
Your
Majesty.
Majesty.
Has Shao-Chi arrived?
Your Majesty. Not quite yet.
So he's still unsatisfied? Even when I spared him?
Your Majesty. It seems it's still not enough.
What on earth does he want then?
Your Majesty. He wants the truth on what happened in Mount Lianyu. Your Majesty, at this moment, you will have to talk to Shao-Chi personally.
He is pushing me! You're pushing me as well!
Your Majesty! Shao-Chi's not alone. 100,000 soldiers are also mad about what happened back then. If you don't calm them down yourself, the consequences may be catastrophic. Awu, talk to him.
Brother, the case cannot remain unresolved. Besides, you can't take the blame for this.
Then just say it. What is it? You want Shao-Chi?
Make the Emperor withdraw his order. I just want his word on the truth of the case. But the Imperial Court, you know how they can be. To protect its fame, the court would...
His Majesty has arrived!
Lord Zhang, you may rise.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You should have knelt down. You are in the presence of the Emperor.
That's all right. Since Lord Yu Chang didn't kneel, no one else had to.
His Majesty decreed to let Shao-Chi keep his title as Lord Yu Chang. You can stay in the capital for future work.
Lord Yu Chang, you've come here with 100,000 soldiers marching behind you. Whatever your request is, I shall meet you.
I have only one request. And that's the truth of the Mount Lianyu's case.
About that, I've ordered officers to investigate it. Gu Minwen,
Your Majesty.
you're in charge of the case. Why isn't there an update yet? Is something hindering the investigation?
Well, it's very complicated and very hard to investigate.
Afraid I can't answer yet. Royal Guards! Flog me 50 times! And don't stop until Lord Yuchang is satisfied.
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty. Why not? Since Lord Yu Chang wants the truth behind the Lianyu Mountain case, and you also want it, why not have him investigated? What do you think, Your Majesty?
Lord Yuchang, what do you think of it?
Yes. I accept.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Are the Lord and Princess here now? Are they all right? What did they say to you?
His Majesty went to greet them, so I didn't get to talk with them personally.
Oh. They probably went back to the mansion. Let's go visit them. I've already prepared everything for the princess's daily use.
Yusho, please do not forget that you are my wife now. You don't need to do that since you're no longer their maid.
YN. But still, we should never forget our roots. No matter what we've become.
Huh? What are you saying, Yusho? I'm just worried that maybe the both of them might be feeling so exhausted after a very long trip. I just want them to rest first.
You're right. Why did I forget that? Let's do it then. Let them rest first. And then we can visit them next time.
Princess, I can't believe you're really here now.
Madam Zhou, you should be happy about it. We are safe now. During this period, I'm sorry to have involved you. Look at yourself. You're growing white hair.
Oh, please, don't worry about us.
We're protected by Lord Jiangsha. No one dares to bother us.
Oh, Princess. After we all separated last time, as per your order, we found your brother in Jiangnan, so we were able to hand Jing over to him in person.
But my brother came back to the capital. So where's Jing then?
I'm afraid I don't know the details. Your brother just told us that he found a reliable family for him.
And he always knows how far to go. When I see him later, I will ask him about it.
Oh, Princess, there's this one thing Aye and I don't understand. After we separated, Jinger left with you, didn't she? You were taken hostage by Halanzhen, but why was Jinger able to run away safely?
And she became a noble consort.
At that time, Hangui and I were asleep due to the drops. Jinger, I honestly don't know why.
And when she came back, she said you and the prince both passed away. It's also said that His Majesty really believed it. Princess, I'm sorry to say this, but I do think Jinger has been, well, behaving strangely.
Princess, you grew up with her. Jinger and you were inseparable like sisters. Nevertheless, people will always change. You cannot keep understanding every wrong thing she does.
I know that you and Shaoqi suffered a lot. But with 100,000 soldiers outside, the court isn't easy. What does Shaoqi really want?
Yesterday he made it quite clear, right? He wants to know the truth behind the Mount Lianyu case.
He isn't using his military power to threaten the imperial power?
You also think so?
Before, nobles counterbalance imperial power. Now the military power threatens imperial power. The world has changed.
Too much is bad.
All right then, enough of politics. I don't care about the nobles or the poor. What matters to me is that you're here.
Madame Su told me that you left Jing back in Jiangnan.
I had a feeling you'd ask me about it. Yes, I left him in Jiangnan to a reliable family who I really trust, so don't worry.
Who is it?
Gu Cai Wei.
Gu Chai Wei?
Yes. Considering the relationship of our families, I asked her for the favor.
You know I insisted that I wouldn't be relieved unless he was with you. You left him with others. If something bad happens to him, who will take the blame?
Did you also tell me you wanted Jing away from politics? He really stands out with me. What if suddenly someone recognizes him? All the noble clans can cast jealous eyes on him. So I thought that maybe he would be safer left in Jiangnan. Besides, I didn't tell Cai Wei who he really was.
And she didn't ask?
She did. I told her he was my secret son of a girl I slept with once.
You know, brother, your lie sounded so real.
What do you mean?
I almost believed it.
You pushed me to do this, and I didn't want to lie. But you trusted me to take good care of Jing. I just can't let you down.
You've always been righteous. I'm sorry to have made you lie.
Father is.
Father?
But you trusted me to take good care of Jing. I just can't let you down.
You've always been righteous. I'm sorry to have made you lie.
Father is.
Father? You were saying something?
I wanted to say that. When we were children and we were caught lying, Father would have gotten angry. He wanted both of us to be upright and honest. But after I finally grew up, I met so many hypocrites. I didn't know how hard it was, to be honest.
Lies can be harmful and even kill. But there are some lies that save lives. If Father could see us now, he would not blame you.
If our father was still alive, would you still forgive him?
He's still our father after all.
My lord, I spoke to the chiefs of the armies. They only followed the Empress Dowager's orders. There's no way her orders would have reached Lian Yu so quickly. It must have been planned for a while.
The Empress Dowager? So she wanted me dead as well. That is true. But would she try to kill her own son to achieve that?
She wouldn't.
There must be other people involved. Keep digging.
Yes, sir.
Jinger, I feel a storm brewing.
Oh, my son. My grandson. Where did you two run off to? Please take me with you. Don't leave me here. Don't leave me.
Prime Minister,
Is she still not feeling any better?
I'm afraid that her hysteria is getting worse. I fear she will only continue to degrade. Prime Minister, won't you please visit her?
I can't.
Do you have anything you might want to say to her?
Tell her Grace that. Shaoqi. Oh, never mind. Tell her to have a good rest. I will visit.
I've looked into it, Your Grace. The Princess Consort has never visited.
And His Majesty? Has he ever mentioned Wang Shen again recently?
I don't believe so. Eunuchs in the Imperial Study have not heard him.
I want you to go back and keep a close eye on him.
Yes. It is getting late. Let me help you get to sleep.
I do not feel sleepy. You may leave me now.
Yes.
Why haven't you reacted to me yet? I know this isn't like you at all. Wang Shen, what are you planning this time?
Old Master, I've sent our men to spy on Count Su Yi. Song Huayan still hasn't visited Xiaoqi. Neither has Yu Shu. She didn't come to the mansion either.
It just means he's still scared.
What do you mean?
He's still scared to meet Xiaoqi again. He's afraid Xiaoqi would see right through him.
Then, Old Master, perhaps we should leave him a message.
Oh no. Let him figure it out himself.
But what if he decides to stand by Xiaoqi's side once again?
The thing he's doing now means that he's enticed. And once someone's enticed, they can barely control it. He can't deny his own ambitions of replacing Xiaoqi someday.
Old Master, you're very good at judging people.
But I was not right about Xiaoqi.
What's wrong?
I want to go to the palace to visit my aunt. I hear she's gone hysterical and that she's gotten much worse.
Go ahead. After all, she's still your aunt. You should check on her. Should I come with you?
No, you mustn't. If you come along, she might feel that you're threatening her. And tomorrow, I'll meet someone else too.
Despite what happened, I'm sure that your aunt still loves you. And when she sees you, I'm sure she'll be excited. Princess.
I want to visit an old friend.
Old friend?
Your Grace? Your Grace? Your Grace, why are you here? You look pale. Are you not feeling well?
I'm all right. I just feel a little tired, that's all.
Shall I call Physician Shen for you?
Don't. Just let me stay here. I'll be all right soon.
Your Grace, the princess consort is here. Shall I turn her away for you? I could say that you aren't feeling well, so you don't have to meet.
No, don't. I want you to bring her to me.
Yes.
Hello there, princess. How do you do? Dead. We will meet soon enough. The sooner the better. Your Majesty,
What's wrong?
The princess consort is here. She's in Jinshu Palace.
Consort Su arrives!
Consort Yu Chang, how do you do? Please forgive my inconvenience. I've kept you waiting.
You're already pregnant?
His Majesty loves me. I'm very fortunate.
You're awfully proud for a noble consort.
Why does this maid speak like this to me?
But you were my maid too once before. And did I ever scold you then for talking? You have a higher position now, so you'll need higher standards. Shouldn't you?
Ever the preacher.
It's been a while since we've met. Many things have changed. You've changed quite a lot too. I almost didn't recognize you.
Don't say that, princess. You and I grew up together. No matter who I am right now, we should still be just like sisters, should we not?
Sisters, you say? That sounds wonderful. I treated you like one. But what did you do? Madam Su? Su Jinger and I have many things to discuss now. You may take your leave.
Yes, Princess.
Yes.
Will you keep this up? This little charade of yours?
Why would you say that, princess?
Why are you doing all of this?
I really don't understand what you're talking about.
You really didn't think Helen Jen would tell me, did you? I want you to tell me in person. Why did you do this to me?
Since the day you were born, you've always been the heir of the Wang family. You said that I was your sister, but that was merely a reward for someone like me. I've been around you since my childhood. You were everything. You had everything. You got everything you ever wanted, tossed away anything you didn't want, while the man I couldn't even dream of meant nothing. If you really treated me as your sister, you would have understood how I was feeling.
I was wrong to trust you then. In the end, you're nothing but a selfish and poor little girl after all.
I believe I am the woman the Emperor loves. And you are the wife of a traitor. Now tell me this. Who is poorer now? His Majesty loves only me. And now, I am pregnant with this child. Wang Shen, as of this moment, I am no greater than you.
From this moment forward, you and I are no longer connected. I no longer have to keep wondering how it was that my only sister became the ruthless woman you are now. But let me remind you, you plan on harming me? Then I'll be as ruthless too. So do mind your manners. Princess, what did Jinger do this time to make you so mad at her? Please don't ask. Shall we go back home instead and see the Empress Dowager some other day?
Oh,
Your Majesty, it is good to see you again.
why didn't you tell me you were coming?
I came to visit the Empress Dowager and noble consort Zhou. I dared not bother you, Your Majesty.
You're still hiding from me?
Your Majesty, you are busy. I'll leave you alone for now.
I have ignored everything for you. I've even defiled my innocence for you. What else would you have me do?
Be a good emperor.
Tastes good.
Oh, come on in, sir. Please, come on, enjoy. We have all you need.
come.
We have good food and wine, too.
Lord Yu Zhang is a hero. He beat the Hulan troops and saved the princess. Now he's in the capital. What a guy.
Lord Yu Zhang is in the capital?
Yes, I saw him go into the capital. He brought 1,000 soldiers with him too.
Madam Gui,
Princess! You're really here. It's good to see you again, Princess.
please get up.
Thank you, Princess.
Madam Gui, what's going on? Why are you here all alone?
I'm sorry, Princess. Ever since the Emperor took the throne, Yong'an Palace has even felt colder than before. The Empress Dowager doesn't seem to be getting better either. Ever since her son passed away, the Empress Dowager has been crying every day, and her eyesight has been growing worse as well. The imperial physicians have told us that she will fully be blind within 3 months. Look, Your Grace. Princess Consort Yu Cheng has come to see you.
Oh. Is this you, Owl?
That's right, it's the princess.
You've really come. Oh no. I'm far too unkempt to see you now. Gui, please comb my hair now.
Of course.
Oh, I didn't expect that you would come here to see me. or to comb my hair. The harem is too cold. The position of Empress is cold. I almost hurt you in the past. But now I recognize how wrong I was then.
Aunt.
Oh. You called me your aunt again. You called me your aunt again.
Aunt.
I thought my tears were all dried up because of what happened to Zilong. But now you're back home. This is good. And now Zilong will be back too. And so will my grandson. He'll be back as well.
Aunt. Jing is safe and sound.
He's safe. You just said that Jing is safe and sound?
Yes, he is safe.
My dear grandson. Oh, 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 oh.
Miss Hu Yao, let me report first! Miss Hu Yao!
My lord! My lord! My lord! My lord! My lord! My lord!
What happened to you on that day?
That day, you passed out, my lord. The Ningxue army and the Imperial army lost so many lives. And when I woke up, my brother was still alive.
Do me a favor, Hu Yao. Help me take out the sword. Take out the sword. Then replace my armor with the Lord's. Just do it. Take out the sword. Change the armor. And ruin my face. Take him back with you to Ningxue.
Stop it!
Oh.
No, you listen to me. I'll get horses and take you and his lord. Neither of you will have to die here.
Sister. I feel cold. Can you give me one last hug? Please forgive me for not taking good care of you, sister.
After that, I then carried you onto the horse, and then I lost consciousness. When I woke up later on, I found myself in the palace. Lord Enping had saved me and brought me in, and now he is the Emperor. But you were still missing in action. After I saw His Majesty, I swore on my life that the Ningxue army had no second thoughts about what happened, and that you had been framed all along. But His Majesty said that the matter was over with, and that what I said bore little meaning now. And that time, I had tried to steal the heads of my brother and the soldiers, and bury them properly. But I never found a chance to do so.
He saved me. He saved me by sacrificing himself. I am sorry for him. And for my men. For joining us during the hunt. For trying to rescue all of us. I doomed every single one of them.
My lord, brother told me it was his honor to give his life for you. And I believe it wasn't just him, but the soldiers of Ningxue too. We would all do the same.
I will never let anyone die. For my sake or without any good reason to.
I am the princess consort, Wang Shen. I'd like to extend my thanks to you for everything you've done for Zhang. My whole life, my husband and I will do all that we can to protect our families. Guangli, I know you care about Hu Yao the most. So be rest assured that we will treat her as you did and take good care of her.
When my brother was alive, he told me that a real man should fight in the field and always be courageous. But this time, he didn't die on the battlefield, but he died in the hands of villains. My lord, I beg you, find out what really happened, and then prove to them that my brother was innocent, and our soldiers.
Madam Su, let other people do the work for you. You don't have to do it all yourself.
We've been apart for too long, and so I was afraid that I would never see you again. But after everything, you're finally home. So let me do these things for you.
I don't feel at home, Madam Su. Not unless you're there too.
Princess, what's been bothering you? I watched you grow up. I know how you can be, or how you might feel too. But now, all I can see is that there is a silence in your eyes. And so I cannot tell what is bothering you now. And so I cannot help you with your problem.
Do you think that the Lord has changed?
He's not the only one who has. Even you have changed so much.
When the border war broke out, I saw my family betray and murder each other just to get the throne. When I came back to the capital with the Lord, I saw ordinary people suffering all around, with nowhere to go back to.
You're aware, Princess. You grew up inside your father's mansion. You've never seen these things before. It's always this way in troubled times.
Troubled times? As long as there is war, ordinary people will suffer the most.
Princess, are you truly concerned about the people?
Do you still remember what was on the first page of our family's motto?
Set the standard for women. But then, your father felt so ashamed and allowed nobody to mention it.
Now I finally understand what my father meant by that line. To set the standard doesn't mean to keep them safe or think highly of them, but it's to be the mother of the people. Which means that we should care for the whole world and assist our emperors. Father was a wise man all his life, but even he couldn't understand that caring for our people was the foundation of our family.
What you said just now has truly enlightened me. But then, right now, with the land in chaos, how do we care for all of our people?
I have both royal blood and the blood of my family. And I married Lord Zhang. It's up to me to carry on serving the lower class. This is my destiny, and it is mine to bear.
Lord Zhang has arrived!
What's wrong, Lord Yuchang? What have you come to my court for?
I come seeking answers for my soldiers who died during service on Mount Lianyu.
Lord Yuchang, you were rehabilitated, weren't you? Naturally, your soldiers would also be proven innocent. Wen Zhongshen,
Yes, Your Majesty.
on my behalf, you will pay homage to these soldiers tomorrow. Be sure to treat them with respect.
Your Majesty, this is a matter that you must attend. It's always us. We of lower class.
I request His Royal Majesty to honor their sacrifice! I humbly request His Royal Majesty to honor their sacrifice!
I concur.
I concur.
We concur.
who defended this country, whose steadfast beliefs endured until death. They joined their ancestors with no taint of dishonor. Their deaths by the sword weigh heavily on my heart. I fall to sorrow. I pray their spirits see through to my heart. I offer this tribute to all their sacrifice.
As valiant warriors of the Ningxuo army and Lord Yu Chang's favored troops, and as you are also warriors of Chang, you have my favor as well. For so many years, you have fought through many difficulties and achieved greatness. You survived whatever the enemy may throw at you. And yet, for no discernible purpose, you have bled and died at the hands of your own. If your deaths remain in vain, then how will I face the remaining soldiers of Zhang? How can I hope to comfort my people? It is said in this hall, the Emperor offers tribute only to the gods above, to the ancestors, and to the country. No need for tribute to dead soldiers. And yet today, I would dare defy that. Lord Yu Chang.
My lord.
Charge! My lord, our 500 men killed more than 2,000 Imperial Guards who came to destroy us. They lost. We defeated the Imperial Guards.
Ningxuo army!
Live and die together! Live and die together!
Prime Minister, why are you here?
Of course. I invited you here. You and only you alone.
So the reason for this is... you have something important to tell me?
Yes, I do. Lord Zhang, during the Mount Lianya coup, Princess Consort Yu Chang escaped from the capital. Did she bring perchance someone important?
Are you referring to the son of the late emperor?
Yes, the little crown prince.
Everyone in the palace knows that the late emperor, as well as the empress, entrusted him to my sister and asked her to keep him safe.
Of course. But I wonder where the little prince is now. I think the princess should at least let us know.
What do you mean, us? The common folk out there? The imperial officials? Or maybe you mean His Majesty? You're smart, Prime Minister. Now it seems the officials and the lords of all regions all want to know where the young prince is. But why did no one bother to ask during the court assembly?
That is because no one knows what His Majesty's thinking about.
The late emperor's child is indeed a crown prince. No one knows what will happen with his return.
You're right. That is why I invited you here to discuss it and ways on how to deal with it. This is simply a matter we can no longer ignore.
Well, how I wish it could simply be overlooked. Just like how Mount Lianyu turned out. So many people want Lord Yu Chang to just look the other way.
I understand. It may not be so wise to pry too deeply.
Perhaps the current situation is the best one for us table court.
Lord Changsha, can you at least tell me the current whereabouts of the child? Where is the little prince hiding right now? I swear on my honor that after you tell me where the boy is, no other living soul will know about it.
My sister never mentioned it to me, nor did I ask her. I didn't want the burden of something so important. It's better for me if I know nothing.
That Wang Su. He's really more like his father. He's grown to be such a devious man.
Are you implying that Lord Jiangshi actually knows where the little prince is?
Ever since they were little, Awu has never kept any secret from her older brother.
I do believe what Lord Jiangshi said holds true. The situation we're in is actually better for a stable court.
But it's absolutely no good for the Wang of Langya. Unfortunately, Awu and her brother do not see eye to eye with me. Otherwise, I would have had Ma Jing sitting on the throne as emperor, and this current debacle wouldn't exist.
Your Grace, our country can no longer afford to descend into chaos once more.
It's your fault for being on defense for every vital decision at the time
You insisted on making Zitan emperor.
Our nation can do it with no emperor. What we did was for the very stability of our country, not for personal gain.
Just listen to yourself. You did it for selfish reasons. Don't claim otherwise.
Your Grace, if I really were that selfish, then why I am still here after all this time?
Do I have your loyalty?
Your Grace.
Answer me. Out! Out of my sight! Don't you dare come back here again! Get out! Prime Minister. Get out! Your Grace, please don't get angry. Please hold your anger. It's not good for your health. Please calm down.
The coup in Mount Lianyu. I knew you were the one who set that trap. But you didn't expect that I would use it for myself. I'm going to be honest with you. I had Matsi Long killed.
No, I don't
Your
want
Grace,
it.
please calm down.
I refuse to
You
give
must
it
calm
up.
down. Your Grace.
I, Song Huayan, humbly greet you, Your Majesty. You may rise. Thank you very much. Count Suyi, Your Majesty, tell me, how long has Shaoqi been here? Your Majesty, it has been more than a month since his return. You were under his command. Why didn't you go and visit him during his entire stay? I was too preoccupied with my duties to go and pay him a visit. You don't have the time, or you just don't want to? Your Majesty, I certainly can. But I realized it wasn't needed. Why's that? I'm an official of your imperial court, and Lord Yuchang, he and I share similar duties. I do believe it is better to remain at a professional distance between us. I absolutely commend what you just said. With it, I sincerely hope that you won't fail me. I swear that my loyalties lie with Zhang. More importantly, it lies with you. Count Suyi, today, I summoned you alone to finally know where you and I both stand. Any person who isn't loyal to the state of Zhang or to you, Your Majesty, will be considered an enemy to be removed. Remember, here in Zhang, there are lords as ambitious as Shaoqi. Do not fail me, and I will not fail you. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Soldiers of Ningxuo! For our nation! Charge! Huayan, you and I are brothers.
Oh, I'm grateful. When I came back the next day and found out about it, I ordered them to return the gifts immediately.
Every single one?
Yes, every single one.
He was the first lord to rise from the common folk. Of course he represents the best of them. And you're his most trusted officer.
Your title of Count Suyi doesn't mean much, from my point of view. Only the highest position beneath the emperor in the imperial court can be good enough for you. Is it you? Count Suyi? Things have changed. Now you want to go against me, Wyan? What news?
Not good. Most noble clans are wary of us. It's proving difficult to acquire information.
My lord, Hawaiian seems to be in correspondence with them. Maybe we can ask him to poke around.
Him? He hasn't come to us since our lord returned. Looks like he's forgotten where he came from. Wait a minute, is being a count a big deal? I don't think so. You didn't see the way he announced the imperial order. Who does that man think he is? It's okay if it's us, but what about Lord Yu Zhang? Without him, he'd be nothing.
At the time, when you were looking into instances of corruption, Song Huaiyan seemed to be involved in several of those. But afterwards, he and Lord Zhangshe helped at Jiangnan. Then the coup happened, and our lord was caught in the middle. The cases were swept aside. Could it be that he sent something wrong and distanced himself on purpose?
It's a clear sign of his guilt. How come I didn't see that? He's been consumed by greed, lost his way walking a path to villainy.
He isn't such a man. I was charged with insurgency and regicide. If he hadn't kept his distance, then he would also be charged.
My lord, why do you keep defending him?
Uncle! Uncle!
Jinshi,
Auntie said that you would go out and play with us, so let's go together.
all right.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Hey, what are you doing? Jinshi! Oh, I'm going to splash you, huh?
Here's some more.
Be careful.
Hey, Jinshi! Hey! I surrender!
Jinshi,
You
go in a
win!
bit further.
Oh no! I surrender! Why won't you listen, huh? I'm soaking wet here, huh? Hey! Alright, I surrender. Stop, you win!
Jinshi, don't hurt your brother.
Hey, that's enough for me.
Xiaoha,
Tired. Yes, my lord.
Xiaoha, do you wish to have a mother?
I do.
Jinshi, what about you?
I also want to.
Then would the two of you acknowledge your Aunt Awu as your mother?
Yes, of course.
Come. Present yourself to your mother.
I humbly
Get up,
greet you, mother.
please.
Mother!
From this day on, Xiaoha and Jinji will be our children.
Mother.
Jinji, Xiaoha, and perhaps Ma Jing as well. We must do our best to raise them all properly.
When all of them go and get married, the world would be at peace. And then we can finally enjoy the happiness of a family reunion.
The world at peace? Then can every family live to enjoy such an ideal life?
Of course.
The health and wealth of the people are what I want the most. My lord, are you able to let go of your current path and just focus on our own goals as a family?
I can. Once vengeance is complete, we can live the life you've always dreamt about.
Whoa! Madam Shu, the Empress Dowager is unwell. She wants to see her grace.
Your Grace. I have received word. A messenger from Yong'an said that the Empress Dowager is ill and wants to see you.
Zhelong, my dear son, you must run now.
Aunt, I am here.
Oh, I beseech you, please save Zhelong. Someone wishes him harm.
Aunt, Zilong, he has returned.
Then I shall go and see him.
Aunt, please. Ma Zilong is quite exhausted now. He went to Shichen Hall to get some rest. He said that he would come and see you later.
All right. I'm glad he has returned. I'm glad he's safe.
Why weren't physicians summoned?
Forgive me, Your Grace. No physicians can be summoned without His Majesty's permission.
His Majesty. His Majesty. But who is His Majesty? No one else but my son Zilong. You must warn him not to go to the hunting grounds. I received word traps have been set there.
For what purpose?
To kill the Emperor and have Shao-Chi framed.
Who is the mastermind?
Who else can it be? It's Ma Zedong. It's Zedong! Your Grace! It's Zedong! Grace! Why did you conspire with Helen Chen to kill my boy? Why frame Shao-Chi? Please do not hurt my boy. He's your brother after all. Please don't.
Aunt.
Your Why did my son have to die so dishonorably?
It cannot be.
Of all the people, why did it have to be by his brother's hand?
It's not possible.
Please wait, Your Grace. There is protocol to follow. Your Grace!
Ow. You can leave us now.
Yes.
You seem troubled.
You were in communication with Holland Chen before? He revealed everything to me.
What did he tell you?
The scheme you two devised.
What scheme are you referring to, Owl? I've never even met that man before.
Then tell me something. Upon the previous emperor's demise, why the sudden return from the Imperial Mausoleum?
I simply wanted to come back. I never expected the throne to be waiting for me.
What a coincidence.
Your Grace?
What is it?
Princess Yu Cheng went to see His Majesty.
Leave me alone now.
Yes.
Look at me. If you still have a shred of kindness, or a modicum of shame, you will tell me here right now whether you did those things or not.
You can think whatever you want. You can even tell the Empress Dowager. Even to the ministers waiting outside. Or perhaps you'd like to tell Shaoqi everything you've discovered. That I was the one behind the coup on Mount Lianyu. I wanted them dead as revenge for taking my rightful wife from me. I turned into this monster, all because of you!
Your Majesty, what did Wang Shen say to you just now?
Don't touch me.
Pardon me, Your Grace. Someone from the Imperial Study told me that the Emperor and Princess Yu Cheng had a serious argument. Unfortunately, they didn't hear what exactly they were arguing about.
Your Grace, this is quite serious. You'd better share what you've learned with Lord Changshe. I must tread lightly. Your Grace, the Lord made a vow. When he learns who was behind Mount Lianyu, he will execute them. For all the dead Ningxuo soldiers, it won't matter even if it is the Emperor himself. I worry about what would happen if the Lord learns of this.
You will tell no soul about what happened here today.
Yes.
How long have you been with child?
More than 7 months now.
Oh. But your pulse reveals...
What's wrong?
Oh. Do you feel sick? Is anything amiss?
Nothing serious. Just some dizziness and feeling nauseated.
It seems there is no problem, Your Grace. It is merely weariness that you are feeling. Remember not to get angry or to exhaust yourself. Just relax for your recovery.
Thank you, Physician Shen.
Then I shall take my leave, Your Grace.
See him off.
Yes.
Running away?
What are you doing? Let me go! Let me go!
Physician Shen, what's wrong with the noble consort? You looked like you had something difficult to say. Is there something wrong with the baby?
Not really.
Then what is it?
Some things can't be said openly.
Wait, but physicians like us must tell the truth.
That depends on the circumstances. Something like bearing child for His Majesty. We must exercise due caution. Because what if it's not the Emperor's offspring?
Huh? But...
Oh, shh. Oh, no. That was foolish of me.
How is the Empress Dowager?
She took some medicine, and now she's back in a better mood. Where are the children?
It's quite late. They're asleep.
She may be my aunt, but she's old and quite frail, with no children around her. Poor woman.
You can visit her as much as you have time to.
But she wanted you dead before. Don't you hate her?
I'm past that.
Noble Consort Su has been with child for 9 months now. But she's in the palace for 7 months. There must be something wrong with it.
Is such a thing even possible? Have other physicians checked?
It's a sensitive matter. Even if the indication is clear, none of them would dare say anything.
All right. I will report this right away. Keep watching in the palace.
Yes.
I did not expect that. The baby Sojourner is carrying isn't His Majesty's.
How interesting. What news? A surprise indeed. The little servant girl from our own family is devious in her own right. Amazing.
But I'm wondering whose child is she carrying?
That doesn't matter. As long as it's not Ma Zitan's offspring, then we have dirt on her. We can use that as leverage. I actually have something in mind right now that we could use her for.
Your Majesty. Watch your step. Your Majesty. Your
Are
Majesty.
you all right, Your Majesty?
Go away.
Your Majesty.
Leave me be. don't know who I am anymore.
Recently, the governors of Wuhu, Lushui, and Tangzhou submitted reports that Lord Yu Chang helped a lot in fighting the rebels. They asked for the 9 bestowal.
Everyone alive knows what this signifies. This reward is a sign of the Emperor's abdication. I don't understand what Lord Yu Zhang is trying to accomplish here. I mean, if he wanted to rebel, but the man did nothing at all, even if the situation presented the best opportunity. Now, if he doesn't want to rebel, what does he need the 9 bestowal ceremony for?
Perhaps it wasn't his real intent at all.
Within a few days, the governors of the 3 regions submitted exactly the same report to His Majesty. Perhaps in the future, similar instances will start to come in. Duke Huan, do you think this is all a coincidence or something else?
It seems that Lord Yu Chang still can't let go of what happened during the paddock incident.
We can't change the past. His Majesty has ordered vassals and chiefs of the noble class to offer sacrifices to the fallen army. Since ancient times, emperors have only offered sacrifices to the heavens, as well as their imperial ancestors. This has never been done, unless he has other plans in mind.
It seems that Lord Yu Chang still can't let go of what happened during the paddock incident.
We cannot change the past. His Majesty ordered vassals and chiefs of the noble class to offer sacrifices to the fallen army. Since ancient times, emperors have only offered sacrifices to the heavens, as well as their imperial ancestors. This has never been done, unless he has other plans in mind.
What does he want? Everyone around them, including all the noble families of the Zhang, will be trampled underfoot by the lower class. There is no other choice.
What now? Is there really nothing we can do about it?
Perhaps we still have someone who can help us about this.
Father, you called for me?
About the bestowal ceremony. Have you heard any news inside the court lately?
All news have been blocked by the Prime Minister and didn't reach His Majesty. But then, the message has been sent out. The rumors are prevalent now.
We'll see how long Wen Zhongshen can keep the secret. You may go.
Did you call for me today to only discuss this matter?
One more thing. The Gu family has declined. If you still want to reconsider your marriage, Gu Wei is not a good choice.
I understand, Father.
Now it has been widely said that the Lord has asked His Majesty to hold the 9 bestowal ceremony. Do you think this is the Lord's intention?
How is it possible? You do know the kind of temper the Lord has. It must be some kind of sycophant who wants to stir up suspicions and cause confusion in the court.
Who on earth could it be?
They need to do an investigation, but I think it must be someone who belongs to the noble class.
All of these years, the Lord has been guarding the border and making contributions to the Zhang. Why would the noble class bear grudges against the Lord then?
Because they are so afraid of the low class coming into power.
My lord.
Those who spread rumors and cause confusion, no matter how high their status is, or they come from noble clans, they are all violent, heartless people. They can't be trusted.
Somebody must have spread the rumors to frame someone up.
Huya, if there is an issue that cannot be solved, mere suspicions won't do anything. Nothing good will come out of it. Let them say whatever they want. When things blow up, the people behind it will surely reveal themselves. Oh,
Prime Minister Wen, are you here to see the Empress Dowager?
I heard that Princess Consort Yu Chang is here. I have something important to report to Her Grace. Let her know immediately.
Yes. You may come in, Prime Minister. Your Highness, Prime Minister Wen is here to see you. He's waiting for you outside.
Greetings, Princess Yu Chang.
Prime Minister, it must be so urgent that you had to come all the way here.
Yes, it's an important matter indeed. For the sake of Lord Yu Chang and His Majesty, and for the Chang as well. If you didn't know yet, there have been rumors swirling and talks going around the capital.
Why should it bother you if it's only a rumor?
There are no waves without the wind. You really haven't found out how much your husband changed since his return. Haven't you noticed it?
It seems like the Lord has been reborn. There's a good reason why he's changed.
You may not know yet, but there are 3 of the recent memorials who asked to allow Lord Yu Chang to hold the 9 bestowment ceremony. As Prime Minister, on behalf of the military ministers, as well as the commoners, I beg your grace to stop Lord Yu Chang.
Prime Minister Wen.
Your Grace, I know that you have a lot of resentments deep inside your heart. But then, as for the incident in the paddock, it is the Chang and the nobles who should be guilty of what happened to Lord Yu Chang and killed so many soldiers. But now Chang is in turmoil, and it can no longer withstand any more challenges from outside. Moreover, you're a member of the royal family. You're a descendant of the Wan, and you're the princess consort. You shouldn't let the Chang go through all that. We have to do what we can to protect them.
Prime Minister Wen, Lord Yu Chang is not capable of that.
I beg you, Your Grace, for the sake of the country, as well as the people, I beg you to reconsider.
All right. I promise you that. I'll do what I can to stop Lord Yu Chang. You may stand now.
As long as I have your word, I can be rest assured. Everything will be all right. I express my deep gratitude to you on behalf of the common people.
Nine bestowment ceremony. Shaoqi will never betray the people. Who could be making up all those rumors? Your Grace, this medicine is for preventing a miscarriage.
Your Grace, Lord Zhang has sent someone to ask you if you're available to visit his mansion.
Lord Zhang?
Yes.
He wants to see me?
Concubine Su has arrived. Please let the Lord know.
Yes, I will. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the matter? Why are you rushing?
Because Concubine Su has arrived.
Sujinger?
Yes.
The last few years, only empresses visited Lord Jiangsh's mansion. What's with all the fuss with her being a concubine?
It has been said that the concubine is carrying the heir to the throne.
I'll talk to them.
All right.
Greetings to you, Your Grace. Welcome, Your Grace.
No need to be formal. We're old friends.
Understood. This is where you came from, Your Grace. You're considered as part of the family. I'm so glad to know you regard us as such.
Where's Lord Zhang?
You're looking for Master? He's inside now. Are you expecting him to go outside and welcome you personally? You may enter.
I know the way inside. Wang, why did you lead me to this area?
They're sweeping the front hall now. I'll have you wait here only briefly. Master will be here soon. Please.
Jinger,
Lord Zhang.
this is your side of the family. You, me, as well as Ao Wu. All three of us grew up playing in this yard together, though you used to be a servant of the family. I want you to know that you can treat me as your older brother. You can tell me everything. Whatever is bothering you. But you have to remember, your secret will become the Wang family's secret. It shall never leave these halls. No one should know.
Lord Jiangsha, don't beat around the bush. Ask me what you want.
Be honest. How long have you been pregnant?
I've been carrying the heir to the throne for 7 months
As far
now.
as I know, it's been 9 months. It has been said, lies are easy to make up, while the truth is hard to hide. Do you really think that bump you have can fool the imperial physician? If I'm right about my timing, 9 months ago, it was exactly when the Lianyu incident happened, you and Awu escaped the capital. The emperor was on his way to the capital, and you didn't have the opportunity to see each other at all. How could you become pregnant? I know that I shouldn't tell you this anymore, and remind you of what happened in the past. But let me tell you this. When you give birth to the baby next month, the physician will tell His Majesty that it's premature. His Majesty won't be suspicious at all. After the lie, earn your dignity back through that child of yours. As for what you did months ago, let's pretend it never happened.
What do you want me to do? As payment for your favor.
I hope you can help me get the Imperial Seal in return.
What will you do with it?
You have a huge secret, and I have my own as well. But all I can say is that whatever happens, I'll never hurt His Majesty.
You promise not to hurt Zitan?
Count Suyi, please.
These are letters Zitan wrote to Han and Zhen in secret, irrefutable evidence he had colluded with the enemies to kill the Emperor and frame Shaoqi.
How did you manage to get these?
It doesn't matter now. Our family is capable of getting information.
So the culprit behind the Lianyu Mountain incident is His Majesty himself.
Zitan is ruthless. He ordered to kill his older brother. And with these as evidence, it's clearly inevitable. Zitan will lose his throne.
Shaoqi once took an oath. He swore in front of the graves of those dead comrades in arms that he would offer the murderer's head as tribute to the Ningxue soldiers. I think you should tell him about this information. Your mission will be to deliver these letters and give it personally to Shaoqi. You should also tell him that you worked so hard to get all of these letters. Prime Minister, why does it have to be me? Shaoqi trusts you the most, and he won't suspect if it's you. But I haven't been able to visit his home ever since the moment he came back. There might be a rift between us. We're not like we used to be. Therefore, you should take the initiative to ease the rift between the two of you. These are the evidence he has been unremittingly searching for. It's a huge favor. It's very important to him. He will certainly owe you because of it.
Your Grace, His Majesty has been feeling low ever since. Meeting with Consort Zhang. He's been neglecting all of his duties. What if he gets sick?
Shut up.
Greetings to you, Your Grace. His Majesty ordered he can't take visitors.
I heard His Majesty gets drunk in Chichen Hall, so I brought him some sobering soup today.
But
You shouldn't agitate the mother of his child. If His Majesty finds out, I will blame you for it.
With the Imperial Seal, I can rightfully succeed to the throne when he is gone.
Father, once you do this, there's no turning back.
Do you honestly think the two of us have a way out at this point?
What are you going to do after acquiring that?
Go and get Zhou in here.
Yes. Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Who came here last night?
Your Majesty, it was the noble concubine.
Your Grace? His Majesty is here.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Was it you? Were you the person responsible for this?
Shoulders down. And hold your breath. Shoulders down. Keep it steady. Take a break.
I'm not tired. I need to get better. I'll avenge General Guanglie and those soldiers.
That was better. Keep practicing.
Yes.
I want to practice too!
You want to learn? All right. Take a look at this. Come.
Don't encourage him to take revenge. He's still very young. You shouldn't allow him to
Alright.
harbor hatred.
Hold it like this.
At Lianyu Mountain,
Watch me.
he saw those soldiers
This.
dying before his eyes, and it affected him. I didn't teach him that.
Good.
But see, you want to take
Hey.
revenge.
All right.
Your sworn enemy
All
is
right,
not
one
an
more.
ordinary person. Shao-Chi,
See this? Hold it steady.
Shao-Chi,
Careful. Go on.
like Wen Zhongshan, for example.
Wen Zhongshan
Good.
is not capable of it.
One more time.
But what if it's my brother?
Watch me.
Like I said, it doesn't matter who he is. What's bothering you?
I'm just worried. What if it's somebody close to me?
It's not. You seem so troubled. Tell me what you're thinking. Say something. Don't burden yourself with it.
Shao-Chi, I wanted to tell you.
Your Highness, the death anniversary of your mother is days away. Her room has been locked up for a long time now, and so I'd like to clean it up. I'll go over there and have the room prepared soon.
You may go, Madam Su.
A few days ago, Titan has summoned you.
Nothing happens in the capital that our family's informers wouldn't know.
Titan might not be the legitimate successor, but he is our emperor right now. If Shao-Chi rebels, I'm going to proclaim a war. I'll call the military forces in Jiangnan to fight the rebels. I'll take out the imperial edict and set Jing up on the throne. The thing with me, I'll never do anything that I'm not sure of. I don't want to break anyone's trust or waste the alliance. I'm trying to build with you. Cheers.
Oh, don't cry, little one. Hush now.
Who is it? Anyone there?
Please don't cry, little one. Hush now.
Oh, Bang An,
Madam Shu!
what are you doing here?
Oh, well, the master came back from the capital. He figured this place is very quiet, so he rented out this attic to entertain some guests. I'm only taking orders. I don't know anything else. Oh, please don't cry.
Whose baby are you holding? Is that Jinger?
Who is Jinger?
Oh, it really is Jinger.
Oh, please don't
Jinger.
cry. That's
Don't
enough.
cry. Didn't Lord Jiangsha tell you that Jing was entrusted to a reliable family in Jiangnan? What is he doing here now?
I have no idea, I swear. Oh, don't
Oh.
cry.
It's you, Madam Xu.
My lord.
You see, ever since I came from Jiangnan, I've been thinking about Jing. I was worried about him. He was the only son of the last emperor. Now it's all turmoil and chaos in Jiangnan. I think it would be much easier if he stayed by my side, so I asked people to bring him back from Jiangnan.
Count Sui, you can't let Madame Xu see you here in the manor. If Ao and her husband find out you're here with me, the consequences will be great.
But why didn't you inform Lord Yuchang about all this? If Her Highness finds out Jing is already back, Princess Consort Zhang will be so happy. Oh, wait a minute.
Stop, that's enough. Let's go outside to talk about it.
Lord Jiangsha, let me take care of baby Jing myself.
Madam Xu! Madam Xu! What did you do? Madam Xu! Wang An! Call the physician! Quick!
Yes.
Madam Xu! Madam Xu!
Take care of Ao.
Madam Xu! Madam Xu!
Bury her body in the grave next to your mother's. She served your mother her whole life. It would be fitting for them to be together. Count Sui, we can't stay here too long. We'll handle this.
Aye,
Yes?
have you heard from Madame Su?
No, Your Highness. Pangwei went to Xi'an Temple. He said that the doorman didn't see her outside. They didn't find her inside the temple either.
That is so odd. Prepare the carriage.
The carriage?
I'll go find her.
Understood.
I will go with you.
All right.
We just searched the entire temple. Madame Shu was nowhere to be found.
I saw Madame Shu arrive here early this morning, Your Highness. She said she came to clean the room of the eldest princess. Since we knew that she's already familiar with the place, we didn't send people to accompany her. And we have no idea what time she left. But then, I also heard a baby crying inside the room upstairs.
Did you check her room carefully? Didn't you notice anything odd inside?
I noticed...
The place is, well, occupied right now. Lord Zhang has been living there for the time being, Your Highness.
My brother?
Who is it? Your Highness, what brings you here?
You're staying here right now? Where's my brother?
Awu. What are you doing here?
Brother, Madame Su is missing. I came to find her.
Huh? What happened to her?
Mother's death anniversary is in 2 days. Madame Su wanted to come over and clean her bedroom for us. But until now, she hasn't come back yet.
We went out in the afternoon. We didn't see her.
Why are you staying here anyway?
Oh, the truth is that I've been dreaming about Mother lately. I've been missing her a lot. So I decided to come here to feel closer to her and try to ease my longing.
Why didn't you tell me?
I can manage to live alone anywhere, unlike you. If you moved to this place like I did, Lord Yu Chang wouldn't be pleased.
The abbess told me that she often heard a crying baby coming from inside this place.
I've never heard such a thing. The truth is that I've been dreaming about Mother lately. I've been missing her a lot. So I decided to come here to feel closer to her and try to ease my longing.
Why didn't you tell me?
I can manage to live alone anywhere, unlike you. If you moved to this place like I did, Lord Yu Chang wouldn't be pleased.
The abbess told me that she often heard a crying baby coming from inside this place.
I've never heard such a thing. Abbess, don't scare me like that. If you want me to get out of here, then just tell it to my face.
You think too much, Lord Zhang. I did not mean any of that.
Brother,
All right, fine. I've had enough of your questions. Should we go ahead and look for Madame Shu instead? Come on, come on. Send in more help to look for her. Pay attention to the mountain too. Make sure that you don't miss any clues.
Yes.
And I want you to investigate someone.
Who?
Lord Zhang.
Sue, you should eat. You've done a lot these past few days.
Not hungry.
I know. You're still sorry for the death of Madame Shu. People are always so nostalgic. If it isn't a dire emergency, then we can ignore it.
This is all my fault. Madame Shu and I were like mother and son. When I saw Song Waiyan murder her that night, I couldn't even do anything. Let me ask you, Father. Did you mean to let Wang An lead her? Just so you could get rid of her?
It doesn't matter if I did. or if I had a choice. Either way, Song Waiyan can no longer turn back. He's loyal to me now, and that's all that matters.
Can I ask you again? On that day, if the person who entered was Awu, what would you have done instead?
If it was Awu, I would lose my mind. But as of now, you're the head of our family. I don't want you to lose your mind too. Remember what I told you before. The greatest people have the calmest minds. Now eat. I said eat.
Halt! What's wrong? Princess Consort Yu Chang requests that you meet with her Lord Changsha, Awu. Very well.
Do you understand why I've called you here? I was hoping that in front of Mother, we can still be siblings who can speak the truth.
Tell me. What do you want to know?
Madame Zhou.
I can tell you that Madame Zhou's death was an accident. I've been terribly sad this past few days. I cannot help it.
So you can't even tell me the truth in front of our mother's grave.
Awu, to protect us, I cannot tell you. But when the time comes, I swear that I will. But please understand that what I did it for our family.
What have you been doing? Who are the people you're working for?
Please don't ask. I cannot tell you. You will find out someday.
If you won't tell me, then I won't force you to. I just hope you can pull out of it before it's too late. Please stop what you're doing.
Owl! Owl! It's a mess in the capital. It's too dangerous. You and Shaoqi must go back to Ningxuo. It's not safe anymore. Remember, no matter what happens, I would never do anything to hurt you.
Brother, can I really still believe you? What do you think Brother meant by that?
He wants us to leave because he wants to protect us, and there's going to be trouble in the capital soon. The court is in a dire spot. Different factions have been coveting throne all at once. But I know they aren't going to take action because they know that my soldiers are here.
But at this time, if you and the Ningxuo army were at the capital, do you think that they would take action?
Oh well. Let's make it a shelling game then. Let's give them a running start and see what they do. Let them all show up and play their hands. And let's see who's really behind of all this.
Your Grace! Get a doctor! Get a doctor!
Your Majesty, I have urgent news. Her Grace is about to give birth.
Get me dressed.
Yes.
Your Grace, please try harder, Your Grace. Come on, keep pushing. Just breathe, Your Grace, breathe. Focus on me. Come on, it's coming. You can do it, Your Grace.
Hurry up, Your Grace.
Water, water.
I've got it. It's here. Yes, madam.
You can do it, Your Grace. Get more water, hot water, quick. You can do it.
We're coming. We're coming.
A little bit more.
How about towels?
You can do it, Your Grace.
Okay.
Your Grace.
Push. Hurry up. The towels.
Here you go.
Hurry up.
Your Grace. Your Majesty, Her Grace and the child will be just fine.
Is Her Grace still moving? Your Grace, pushing, Your Grace. It's coming out. Push harder. You can do it. Keep pushing. Get her some hot water, quick.
Go on.
Here's the towel.
You can finish it. Your Grace.
Over here.
A little bit more. Keep on pushing. Grace.
Bring this outside.
You can do it.
They're already used.
It's out. The baby is out. The baby is here. It's here. Oh, she did it. Your Grace.
It's out.
Congratulations,
Your
Majesty.
Majesty.
Some water.
Why does it look like that? What happened? Why is it like that? What's going on?
Sue has done a great thing for us. I swear I'll promote her.
What should we do? Why is it like this? What happened?
Where is it? Bring it here. I wish to see it.
Come, let His Majesty see.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Your Majesty. It's a boy, Your Majesty.
Let me see him. All servants of Jinshu shall receive rewards.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
you sure you're telling the truth?
I am. I had my suspicions before. The fetus within her grace should be...
More than 7 months.
But I couldn't just jump to conclusions before her grace had given birth. But now everything is clear and concerns the dignity of your family. And so, I dare not lie to you. The baby does not belong to your majesty. Please spare me, your majesty. Please don't put me to death. I'm willing to be exiled instead. I will never come back here.
The past days, you look a lot better, Aunt. And one of these days, you'll be fully recovered.
It's your blessing, Owl. I know I won't die so easily. And I'm still waiting for you to bring me Jing. You said that he was safe and sound, right?
When you're feeling a lot better, I promise to bring Jing to you, Aunt.
Where is my Jing now?
Don't worry about him, Aunt. He's in a safe place now.
Oh, I understand why you still don't trust me.
Your Grace! Your Grace! Something's wrong.
What happened?
Something happened in Jinshu Palace.
Su Jing'er?
Noble concubine Su gave birth to a boy, but I've been hearing reports that His Majesty called the boy a bastard child. I suspect that Jing'er's baby is from a different father.
I will go there at once.
You see, evil does get its just reward soon. Even heaven cannot tolerate her misdeeds.
His Majesty arrives!
Take the child away.
Yes.
Stop right there. Tell me now. Who really is the father of the child? Look at it. What is that thing that you have delivered? Physician Shen has told me everything. Tell me, what have you been doing behind my back?
Your Majesty, I was forced to do it.
Just looking at you makes me want to vomit. Su Jing'er, I took you into this palace. I made you into a concubine. I've showered you with my gifts and graces and honors. Is this how you repay me? Is this how you repay my kindness? You've brought great shame to me and my house. You've made a fool of everyone in this palace!
Your Majesty, I didn't want any of this to happen. Your Majesty, you're the only person in my heart.
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty!
I have loved you my whole life. And now it's all over between us. It's time to wake up.
Guards.
Get down!
You will see me off yourself? Very well. Poisonous wine. To keep my body complete. This is your mercy for me. In my whole life, I've loved only 2 people. The first was Sitan. And the other was you. I really miss those days. When you were just children in the mansion. When the 2 of us would play together so happily. So free-spirited. We had no cares. Nothing to worry about.
Go higher! If it gets any higher, then the wind will blow it away. I don't care.
I was an orphan. I had no family. You gave me my name. You first called me Jinger. Su Jinger. And I cherish that name very much. If I had been blinded by love, if only none of these things had ever happened to us. Wouldn't that be nice? But there is no if anymore. I didn't get anything. Anything that I wanted. Wang Shen, I have wronged you, and I'm sorry. I cannot ask you to forgive me in this life. So let my life pay for my crimes.
After drinking this, everything that happened will be forgotten. I have arranged everything in Jiangnan. Bring your son with you. And go live a good life. Remember to hide who you are. And take care.
Princess! Sister. Thank you.
Have some.
Dear, you haven't gone to bed. Yusha. I think I want us to go to Lord Yu Chang's mansion tomorrow.
All right. We're going to see them again. I've been thinking about it too. But you didn't allow me to go.
I was waiting for the right time.
You and the Lord are just like brothers. You two can meet anytime you want.
Nowadays, Lord Yu Chang and I are both court officials. We can't do the things that we used to do back then.
familiar with matters of court. So I'll listen to you.
Go back and get some rest, all right? I'll follow as soon as I finish my wine. But if I submit the evidence to Lord Yuchang, then there's no doubt that this will spark hatred between him and His Majesty. There are 100,000 of his soldiers in the capital. It'll be easy for Shaoqi to stage a coup in the palace.
Do you really think he'll do that?
To the Ningxua army, he is righteous. To the Chang, he's loyal. He cannot please both of them. But no matter what happens, he won't just let this matter go.
But if Shaoqi's against the Emperor, Count Sui, what are you going to do then?
Greetings, my lord and princess.
Hey,
You
there's
don't
no
need
need
to
for
do that. You act like you and I are strangers.
Wyan, you've been given the title of Count Suyi now. You're no longer my subordinate. You bow to no one now.
You're always my subordinate, my lord.
My lord, why don't you speak with Yan for a while? I'll have a word with Yushu out back.
Very well. Come on.
You and Yan both used to live here a long time ago. The Lord and I are glad you two are back again.
I've always wanted to come back, but Yan said that we shouldn't rush. People in the court have been keeping an eye on him.
You're right. It's a different time now for Yan. He has to be a lot more careful now.
I miss the days when we were in Lord Yuchang's mansion. So simple and safe.
Does he treat you poorly?
Oh no, he's very kind to me. He always gives me the best clothes and food. But I feel like he's been growing distant from me. I don't understand why. He doesn't tell me anything. I don't even know what he's thinking or what he'll do next. Anyway, I just don't understand.
Well, sometimes a woman's intuition might turn out to be wrong.
I've come here to apologize. I only sent the Imperial Edict to you because I had no choice. I hope that you can forgive me.
On your feet. You were only performing your duty. That wasn't your fault.
Please scold me, Lord Yuchang.
Because if you do, my lord, then it might make me feel better. It was the nobles in the imperial court that made me do all this. It's their fault that I tried to turn against you in the first place, my lord.
You and I are from the lower class. We were promoted to nobility because of our merits. Some people got jealous. They didn't want us to go further. And I understand.
But what they don't know is that we are brothers that have been through everything. How can they ever hope to separate us? My lord.
Lion.
Even if I am court official now, I will never forget the fact that I am a soldier of Ningxuo. What happened in Lianyu then, when you were framed? And so many of our brothers had died in vain. When I found out what happened, it almost killed me. And I swore I would find out the entire truth. And so I've been investigating. And on this day, I've received a letter which contains important clues. It's a tip-off sent from Wulan.